Hello you guys, alexab.alchemy here for your weekly card pull. I am going to be doing a reading right now for the month of May. This is for all of my Aquarians, so if you have an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and or north node, this one is for you. If you haven't already checked out the other videos for your other signs, please make sure that you do that after this one, especially if you're looking for a little bit of extra context or guidance on this upcoming month, or a little bit more clarity. But as noted, this specific video is channeled for all of my Aquarians. So I am going to be doing a pull from a few different decks. I have 2 Oracle and 1 Tarot deck that I felt called to pull out for you guys today. So I'm going to be starting out with the Moonology Oracle deck. And the question that I want to start for you guys for this upcoming month, what things can you expect, maybe what themes can you guys expect to be looking at? And beyond that, what guidance or perspectives might be helpful in navigating whatever comes up for you in this upcoming month. I guess week 2, but in this upcoming month. So for the month of May, my dears, while I'm shuffling, something to keep in mind, my dear Aquarians, we are in Taurus season right now. So we'll be in Taurus season up until the middle of May, and then we will be shifting into Gemini. So right now, there are a lot of themes that you might be experiencing that have to do with kind of like earthing, getting back in touch with your roots, organic, not food, what's the word I'm looking for? Organic interactions, just like getting rooted, getting back to elemental. Taurus energy is very stubborn, so some of you may be experiencing some more like stubborn vibes. Also has a lot to do with like goal-oriented planning and being a little bit methodical. So if you're feeling like you want and you're craving a little bit more structure and a little bit more like grounding, you're doing good, hon. You're right on track, because that is collectively what we are all being asked to look at and what is being ushered into our lives. Okay, so things to consider for this upcoming week and things... Okay, well, good God, my love. All right, well, Aquarians, first thing that came up, prosperity lies ahead. This is amazing. So this is the new moon in Taurus, ironically. So Taurus vibes, again, all about prosperity. This is amazing. Like, a big theme that I recommend for everyone collectively to do in Taurus season is to set goals and to understand where are you on your way to meeting goals. I mean, Aries season is like really fiery and really passionate, which is what we just came out of. And so when we move into Taurus, that's the time to say, okay, I'm going to take all this passion, all this fire, and I'm going to plant the seeds for it. And I'm going to figure out what my approach is so that I can create my life around this thing that gives me passion and excitement. So right now we're in the earth category. We're in the earth energy of that cycle. So planting those seeds, figuring out what you need to do physically, especially, but what you need to do to be successful. And for you, in asking, you know, what lies ahead for this month, answer for you, my dear, in short, is prosperity, which is fucking amazing, my Aquarians. I love this. I did also pull for you guys new moon in Gemini, which is so funny because we are going to be in Gemini at the end of the month. And Gemini is an air sign, so a lot to do with the mind, also a lot to do with communication. So something to keep in mind for this upcoming month, my dears, communication is key. Communication is very important. Communication is also going to be challenging right now because Mercury is retrograde. And I believe Mercury is going to be retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, up until May 14th or 16th. So I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I looked at that a few days ago. So moral of the story though, Mercury is going to be retrograde for at least the first half of this month. So just keep that in mind. Communication is really important. And also because Mercury is a planet that is ruled by Gemini, there are going to be potentially some lapses in communication. Communication, this could be with other people. This could also be internally within yourself. So stories that you're telling yourself, also with technology, communication from one device to another, anything in the transportation of ideas or in the realm of transportation. So even like cars, like be careful. Anytime there's Mercury retrograde, be careful while you're driving. People drive like idiots around this time of the year. You know, so just being mindful of those, like getting things from point A to point B, anything in that linear movement, just be mindful that there might be some divots in that kind of stuff. And if that's the case, it's okay. You're being called to have patience with that and to recognize that communication is not always going to be clear, but it's very important for you to make sure, my Aquarians, especially because you are an air sign, so you got a lot of air stuff going on, and so if you're constantly like thinking and overthinking and living in your head, that's fine, but people are not going to be able to relate to you unless you properly communicate with them. So just something to keep in mind. I did also pull for you guys the card of the Balsamic Moon, which acknowledges that this is a time for healing. So something else beautiful to expect, you guys, for this upcoming month, for the month of May. You may notice some healing. I think this actually has a lot to do specifically in the realms of communication and in, you know, anything that's related to Taurus, so goal setting and completion, etc. So I feel like Aquarians, you have some really beautiful opportunities this upcoming May, which is super encouraging and super positive. So things to expect, honestly, like expect some healing. I would say we'll start there. Let me see if there's any other cards that feel like they want to come out or pop out for you guys. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Damn, okay, full moon and Capricorn. Y'all got some stuff that you've been working through that I feel like, honestly, I just want to say congratulations. Like, I feel like a lot of you are closing out some cycles. You're realizing like what seeds you need to plant. You're realizing what actions you need to take, and you're fucking willing to take them right now. I feel like some of you, excuse me, I was a little bit sick last week. I feel like some of you, maybe in the past, like you were not willing to take certain actions. Like you kind of knew, I feel like some of you knew intuitively what you had to do, but like you wouldn't do it. And I feel like there's a lot of healing in the actions that you're going to be taking. Win-win outcome is forecast, which is amazing. I did pull the 2 cards in reverse that I'm going to see right now. So we have disseminating mood, take time out to breathe, and New Moon and Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So I think just being mindful of how much you're giving. I feel like for some of you, okay, here's where the balance comes in. I feel like a lot of you are in a place where you're realizing, per what I said, like, your hard work is going to be really important and you're willing to put in that hard work. And also just make sure, like, Libra, full moon in Libra, balance is really important, baby. Like, don't give more than you can give. Give as much as you take as much as you give. A lot of balance. And make sure that you are not constantly go, push, push. Like, make sure that you take some time out to breathe and let this cycle unfold. Because again, this is a time for healing. So if you're rushing about trying to get everything done, you're not really giving yourself the time to integrate. So integration is a really important and pivotal part of healing. So just make sure that you take some days, my dear Aquarians, to really like relax and enjoy this process. I feel like this is a really cheerful start for you guys for this month. So my dear Aquarians, next deck that I have is my Crystal Spirits Oracle deck. I feel like question I want to ask is, what is going to help you guys grow and flourish for this upcoming month? So for the month of May, what themes are you going to want to have to integrate? Maybe what narratives are going to be helpful? Like, what's going to help you guys the most to grow and to be successful in the seeds that you want to be planting? What's going to help you to grow what's going to help you grow flowers out of the seeds you're planting? That's like the whole deck. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm feeling called. We're going to do the pull method. That seems more accurate right now. Ooh, jade. Okay. Okay, cool. That's kind of what I anticipated. Honestly, I had a feeling orange calcite would come up, and it did. So, green aventurine. In reverse, this is one of my absolute favorite cards in the deck. First of all, no big deal or anything. Excuse me. This card is all about, like, luck and good fortune and potential, new possibilities. Everything in this reading so far is telling me that you guys are walking into a new cycle that's really beautiful for you. I also pulled for you guys in reverse Amazonite, so this has a lot to do with revelations of things. So the evolution of life, natural flow of events. I feel like a lot of you are just naturally coming upon some really good opportunities. I do feel like, you know, some of you are like putting in the hard work and realizing you're gonna have to put in the hard work, but I do feel like for some of you, there's also going to be some things that are going to come out that may be a little bit out of left field, like, whoa, I didn't expect that opportunity. That's cool, which is amazing. I do feel also like getting in touch with your body is going to be really important. Before I even pulled this, I was like, I bet orange calcite is going to come up. And guess what? In reverse, we have orange calcite. And there are really big themes with this card of sensuality, creativity, sexuality even. So getting in touch with your sacral chakra, my dear Aquarians. Again, Aquarius energy is really, really up in the mind, which is amazing. But anytime orange calcite comes up, it's asking you to also get in touch with your body. Because it's Taurus season and Taurus is very it is a zodiac, it's a sign that is based in materiality. There is a huge calling to get back again to elemental, getting back to your body, physical sensations. Like Taurus is kind of the sign of creature comfort, so really also reconnecting with the things that make you feel comfortable in your body. So textures, scents, like those things become a little bit more important, especially right now. So my dear, just creating space and time and giving that gift to yourself of being in touch with your body, and also with your sense of creativity. The sacral chakra is all about creativity. So if you feel like you are feeling really like creative right now, take advantage of that. Start creating new things. Start putting things into the world. This can be art. This can be something that you do with your body. It can be dance, like any form of expression. But orange calcite is all about the pleasure of birthing something new. Because it's in reverse, I feel like this might be a little bit more about like cultivating a new version of yourself. Again, this is a time for healing. So my Aquarians, I feel like there's a lot of themes for you just in cultivating this new version of yourself. And I feel like that needs to be a priority. The card of Jade, which was one of the first ones that came out, Jade is all about these like hidden treasures, things that are hidden within. So I feel like in this month, you're going to be given some really beautiful opportunities to see pieces of yourself that maybe you didn't know existed, or maybe that you forgot, or like these hidden gems within you. So really starting to see these amazing gifts that you have that maybe you like haven't seen or haven't looked at quite the same. And finally, for you guys in reverse, I pulled Lemurian Quartz, which is all about vision, big picture thinking, new possibilities. So again, with Lemurian Quartz and Green Aventurine both in reverse being in the same pole, because both of these cards have themes that have to do with like new possibilities, there's so many doors opening for you. And because they're both in reverse, I feel like a lot of these opportunities are actually, I feel like a lot of this will actually be really internal process for you as well. Like I feel like by the end of this month, you're gonna see yourself differently in a really, really beautiful way. So I don't know, my Aquarians, like I'm loving this. I am loving this reading for you guys so much. I feel like I'm kind of called to close out the oracle there. I am gonna see if there's anything in the tarot deck that wants to come up for you guys, just to, I don't know, see if there's anything else that is really calling out. So from the tarot deck, I feel like I don't have a specific question, other than like what else will be useful for you guys to keep in mind for this upcoming month. So cool. All right. Well, this is interesting. The very first card that popped out, I have the Empress. This card is all about like reconnecting with Earth and with nature. If you're a woman, connecting to your cycles. If you're not a woman, just connecting to the cycles of life and to Earth in general. Yeah. I feel like there's just some really, I feel like, yeah, just being connected to yourself, your body, again, getting back to the Earth, getting back to yourself, like really big themes of that. And then Four of Wands as well. So I feel like there's a lot of success coming for you guys this way. I feel like that's all I really feel like needs to be said. There's a lot of prosperity that looks like it lies ahead. I feel like your mentality is going to be really strong by the end of this month. I feel like there's a lot of new growth happening for you guys, and potentially like, I feel like so many of you are such a different person than you were this time last year, and you're getting the chance to really see that and to see yourself flourish. So yeah, I'm loving this for you guys. My dear Aquarians, thank you so much for showing up, for tuning in. If you have questions on anything, please feel free to reach out and let me know. You can find me here, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at alexab.alchemy. I do these readings every single week. I try to do at least one reading for one sign. And then every month right now, I'm trying to do a reading for all the signs. So please make sure that you tune in again. Subscribe if this was helpful and you want to tune in the future. And at the very least, if this was helpful, please leave me a little bit thumbs up, a little bitty thumbs up, or a comment below, just so that I know it resonated. The more feedback I get, the more encouraged I feel to continue creating this type of content. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers. Have a good one.